Hey guys, this is going to be a very brief reading on loss. There's not a whole lot to say about it. We all know what loss is. We deal with it all the time in our lives. We have to go through this experience many times over. It is a lesson for us to learn, and also the person that passes away. It's a lesson for them to learn too. Excuse me, I'm still under the weather. There is a lesson in it for everyone in their life, including the one that passes away. It's not a nice lesson to go through. If you are anything like me, I love people deeply. Therefore, it hurts a lot more. And it rips my heart out. Some people don't love as hard as I do. Some people get over grief very quickly. It doesn't even really seem to faze them. I mean, I've seen people that I've never seen cry. And it was a family member of theirs that passed. Now, there might have been good reason behind that. I don't know. But it's pretty bad when you can't even shed a couple tears for the person in your family who you just lost. Unless maybe they just wanted to wait until they did it in private. I don't know. But I have seen people who just took it like, oh well, you know, just another part of my day. We all experience loss in a different way. We all grieve in a different way. We all heal in a different way. Like I said, some of us love more deeply than others. Others get over it quickly and move on with their lives. Now, they say the grieving period can last anywhere from 2 months to 2 years, I believe they said. Excuse me. But our loved ones in heaven don't want us to grieve for that long. They feel that we should only grieve for a few months and get back to our lives because they are happy, they are healthy, they are with God, family, and friends, and they are doing the Lord's work. And they are living a better life up there than we are here. So therefore, they don't want you to stay stuck in grief for long. And when you have a hard time with grief and loss and healing, it makes them worry about you. And when they worry about you, they can't concentrate on the jobs that they're supposed to be doing up there for God. I don't want to make anybody get in trouble up there. So I usually hit my grief head on. And usually within a couple months, I'm through pretty much the process. Now, sometimes my heart will ache for that person because I miss that person. But they don't want you to stay stuck in grief. Excuse me, I'm sorry. My sinuses are acting up. And the pollen count's high. Like I said, they don't want us to stay stuck in loss, grief, or healing for too long because they can't concentrate on what they have to do up there. You don't go to heaven and just sit on a chair and relax 24/7, 365. No. You're up there doing the Lord's work. Yes, you get downtime to visit family and friends and stuff like that, but you spend a major part of your time teaching, learning, and doing God's work. And worshiping. So they can't do what they have to do and concentrate on it if they're worried about you. And that's not fair to them, actually, truthfully. Now, I'm not saying rush through your grief. That's not what I'm saying. But don't stay stuck in it too long. If you think it would help you, ask them when they feel that you are ready to come into your dreams, and maybe they can help you that way. But no, nothing happens on this planet without a purpose. I'm so sorry, guys. Everything happens on this planet for a purpose and a reason. We are just not meant to know why. We will know when we go to heaven. But until then, we have to just accept the uncertainty and deal with our loss, our grief, and our healing, so that they can get back to their responsibilities in heaven and not worry about us. They want you to be happy for them. Now, I know that's kind of hard to say, but like I said, they are in heaven. They are living a better life than we are. They are with God, family, friends. They're busy doing God's work. They're watching over their loved ones, trying to help and guide them. Sometimes they will come visit in your dreams when you're ready for it, but only when you're ready. I'm sorry, I know it's so annoying. It is for me too. But anyway, they want you to be happy, and I know it's, when you lose someone, it's not a happy thing. But we have to realize this. It's not the end. We will see them again one day when it's our turn. And until then, we have to go through our loss, our grief, and our healing, and get back to our normal lives, so that they can get back to their responsibilities before they get in trouble. And you don't want to worry them. You don't want to worry them. They have a lot to deal with. When they pass on, they have things that they have to go through. Like some have to go through healing and learning about, why things happened the way they did, and things like that. And they have to go for the Life Review Council and Jesus and discuss the way they lived their life. So they have a lot of things to deal with over there. I apologize again. I'm so sorry for coughing, but I can't stop. It just won't stop. So it's not an easy process, but the easier we get through all the stages of grief, and I think I saw online that there was 7 stages of grief that we have to go through before we finish our healing. And it's not something that can be done overnight. It can't be rushed. It can't be done in like a week's time. You have to purge all the pain, the heartache, the missing them. You have to purge all that out. Meaning cry, get angry, scream, yell. But also don't forget your children. They are grieving too because they also lost this person. So include them in the grief process with yourself. Sit down and explain to them. Poppy had to go to heaven because God needed his help. We'll see him again someday when we're older. Explain the situation to them so that they understand. And tell them if they need to cry, cry. If they need to talk to you about it, or you two need to cry together, tell them that. Do whatever you have to do. But don't forget to include them in the grief because they are grieving too. And a lot of times they are kind of left behind when it comes to the grieving process because we are so bogged down in our pain and our hurt and our sorrow that we forget that children are also grieving these people. They love them too. So don't forget to include them in the grief process with you. You can make it like a family thing. You can talk about memories, how much you love the person. You can tell your children that it's okay to cry because that cleanses the soul and gets all the pain out of their body, and it's going to take a while for them to feel better about it, and that they might come visit them in their dreams later on and when they're ready. And just explain to them what happened, why they left, that God needed them in heaven. Be kind and gentle to them. Explain it so that they understand. Now, going through loss, understanding your grief, and healing, like I said, it cannot be done overnight. There's a process you have to go through. You can look up the 7 stages on this channel. I believe I have one on there for grief. If not, you can look it up on Google, and it will tell you the different stages you go through. Excuse me. Try not to make the people in heaven worry about you while you're grieving and healing and suffering from your loss. If you are suffering the loss of a loved one or a pet, friend, family member, co-worker, neighbor, whoever or whatever it may be, I am deeply sorry for your loss. I know there are no words of comfort, and trying to find any is kind of useless. Because I know when people always say to me, I don't know what to say, there's nothing you can say. Because you are hurting. Because you are missing that person. And that's just the normal process we go through. That's a part of death. But it's a lesson in it for everybody, even the person that passes away. Just don't forget to include the children in the grief. I think that's about all I can say. So please like, share, subscribe, comment below. I hope these videos help. Thumbs up if you watch the video. That circulates the information and gets it out there to people who need it. And I would greatly appreciate it. And just know that if you are suffering through loss, it's not the end. You will see them again. Talk to them out loud. They can hear you. Tell them how you're doing. Tell them how much you miss them. And things like that. I hope you come back and check out other content on the channel. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.